This station, the slave station, is no police station, no train station, no bus station. Calling all bad slaves from long gone till nigh. Slaves that recognize their culture, never bend, never bow. Never listen to Babylonian philosophy, but interested in mother earth and mother life and mother liberty. All bad slaves tune in to the badass station, JahBlue station.
Pies and tear somebody. Me kill Gaza rat, gully side rat. Rat war boss AK, rat war boss Glock. Rat war born high grade, grab a Captain Black. Me say rat them wicked and that. All in I town then their vehicle me see bugger them a stop. Then over to a gully back, them black road a two sister rock. All up a church me see rat pan choir they clap and take all communion round a back. Rat a boss AK, rat a boss Glock. Rat a do daggering master pan me virgin whatnot. Me virgin lock down in shop so rat near me down say nah pay rat tax. All vehicle me say rat in I town a stop. Rat have 10-year visa bump me say rat a squeeze out a rat fear with tweezer. Rat, roach and hands. Me kill black hands, red hands, pickle me clans, all the minister of finance. Who say rat? Who say rat? Me a rat pies, a poots pies, a crook lizard pies, a man pies. If you lay yourself careless, all you get poison. Who say rat? Alright, that me a go top chat. If you miss a chop now in car, miss a black.
Show them.
Hear that?
Show them your product.
Rat pies, me a tears and buy. Gaza rat, gully side rat, big rat, small rat. Me kill all token rat, rat bat, rat who go out the door and watch everything where you got. One rat pies and lick him down flat. If you miss a chop round here in car, miss a black. A launch attack. Token rat, 2-foot rat, any type of rat. Tears and buy. You hear that?
Yes.
How you doing, Stella?
I'm not too bad actually. I was actually like.
You look exactly the same as last time. So you have what's the matter? You got some kind of eternal juice you're drinking or something. You haven't changed a bit, which is good. That's a blessing. What's that? Oh, bless up. So wait, where's Earl? Can I see?
So Maria's here. This is JahBlue's daughter, Maria.
Oh, bless your spirit, Maria. How you doing?
Blessings, Maria.
Well, it's always a strange thing when one says, "How are you doing?" I know how you are doing, right? But you are getting there. So I rewind my rhetoric. The English language is sometimes so strange. We end up saying things like "good morning" and "hello" and all kinds of craziness. So you are there. So bless your spirit, my angel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and there's Makeda as well, another one of JahBlue's daughters.
Makada. Okay.
Hi.
So you are the herb then. You are the herb, the Makada. Okay. That's all blessings. So we have Mariam and Makada. Well, he named you with strong names, isn't it? You know, easy. Wow.
I think we still got about 10 minutes. Cause I think most people are going to join at 7:45. But I had to set it up for 7:30 just so that to make sure that technically it was working okay and everything. So
wise choice. Well, I'm like me at school. I can't afford to be late because I can't afford to have students waiting for me, not even for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So I'm glad that these Rastas have this time. Some people ain't got time to be 5 or 10 minutes late. 5 or 10 minutes late, you've got 30 students looking at you like, where's the tutor? And it's like, you're embarrassed, you know what I mean? My virgin always says, if you're doing business, you best be busy. But such is life. I'm trying to read this. Abba Teko. Okay. So everybody's got their speakers off.
At the moment, yeah. There's eight participants, it says.
Well, I suppose I should join them. Quiet.
I can only see 5.
Hey, so.
Oh, maybe it's because I'm not viewing properly. Hold on a minute.
No, you've got Mr. Derek Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's another iPhone there that is listed. I don't know who that is.
That's my daughter might be on here because I asked her to back me up in case I get
5,
phobia.
5, 6, 7. You've got 7, and I think you've got 8 with that other iPhone. So you've at least got 7 people right there.
Okay.
But we have time, so let us just wait.
Yeah. I should play some music, shouldn't I? Put some music, see if I can find some music to play. Oh, gee. I'm asking my daughter. My daughter's sitting behind me, and I'm asking her to find something to put some music on. She said to me, "The remote control's right behind me." So I created I think I don't know if you saw that I sent out like a draft, like agenda, and it just had 6 items on it, and I guess once people arrive, or we start at 7:45, and whoever's here is here. But we'll start off with just a welcome and some little house rules, and the fact that I think I might record it because Pauline is not able to be here, and so if people don't want their face on the recording, just turn off your camera and you can it'll be just audio only. And then I was encouraging people to maybe put anything in the chat if they've got questions as we talk, and put it in the chat first. And so the second item would be just the aim of the meeting, and then we'll do some updates. And then I think we'll go around and introduce each other, introduce ourselves, and our commitments. So, like who we are, how we're connected to JahBlue, and what kind of commitment based on the conversation that we've had. And then we'll open it up for question and answers, but we'll deal with the questions in the chat first, in the recorded questions in the chat first. So yeah. Oh, I think I'm going to get some music now. Can you hear it? No, not really. Pull it off a bit. I'll just leave it running for a little while, and then we'll start at 7:45.
Don't be worried, my sister. There's nothing wrong with silence.
Okay.
I'm not really worried about silence. You know what I mean? We can deal with the nervous system. It's all good. You know, we'll just wait until people come. We're here on a mission, so I don't need music. I don't need nothing. Behind them, and everything is highlight. All right. So I'm just gonna sign off my mic. Once we're ready, I'll come back in. Everything is good, beloved.
Okay. Yeah. How are you, Asha? Just unmute yourself for a minute. Right with it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's good we've got little technical things before people start, because I'm trying to unmute him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking he has maybe he's using his phone, and sometimes it's a bit tricky on your phone. Oh, there you go.
Greetings, family.
Greetings.
Yes. Sister Stella, I'm currently in a cab.
I can see.
I'll be at home within 2 minutes.
Okay, no worries. We're not going to start till 7:45 because that's what time.
Okay, then so
yeah.
Then I can sort of be in that settings. But for now, we just want to sort of greet the family, just a greet you, and I'll see you. I will be with you in 2 minutes. Thanks. Rastafari.
So can I make you a co-host? Let's make you a co-host. Don't do that.
You too.
Oh.
Vibrate. Okay.
Yeah. So you're not loud.
No.
Okay.
Show me how to make you a host, and then at least I've got some. Somewhere down here. Legs. It comes. And I think people in the 90 time. Bukan TV apa? Where's the clock? Greetings and welcome. We're just waiting for a few minutes to 7:45 to start.
Hi, greetings.
Greetings.
Volume gone.
Okay. So we are 12 now. Irie, good afternoon.
Bangladeshi.
No, we haven't started yet. We're just allowing people to arrive.
That's all right. That's good. That's good.
A couple of minutes.
Good.
Two more people joining.
Okay.
Oh, three more people joining. Else, yeah, that's good.
Oh, good.
Good. All right, so I think we're ready to start, and I've made my daughter a co-host, so she can admit any people that arrive once we've started, so I won't have to keep changing screens, getting myself in a muddle. I'd like to welcome everybody to this meeting. It's a sad occasion, but hopefully, as they say, joy will come afterwards. And so I think I'm going to get straight into the business because it's late and we don't want to go to the late evening. I said earlier that there are 5 items on the agenda. The first is a welcome, house rules, the fact that I will be recording the meeting, if I work out how to do it, that is, and the questions, Q&A, question and answers, will be towards the end. However, I would encourage people to put their questions into the chat, and they will be addressed first when we get to the question and the Q&A. So if you've got burning questions, please do put them in the chat. Whilst you're not speaking, if you could keep yourself on mute, whilst you're not, just in case there's any background noises that come through. So open up your mics when you're speaking. I will have somebody, if some people might know how to use all the functions, and there's a button where you can raise your hand and that kind of thing, because when there's a lot of people at the meeting, you can't see everybody on the screen. So somebody, if people do use that function, then there'll be somebody watching out for anyone who put their hand up. But that should be at the end of once we finish speaking. So the second thing would be just the aim of the meeting, and the aim of the meeting, is to really get to know like-minded ones who want to support the family and make sure that JahBlue gets a fitting send-off, and that the family get all of the support that they need during this time. Then we'll do some updates on the current situation, and then it's further down the line. However, the introductions to each individual will be after the updates. And so what I would like to do is that we'll go round and it'll be 2 minutes per person, providing we've got enough time. And what we would like you to introduce is yourself, your connection to our Honourable Elder, JahBlue, your connection and what commitment you can make to the purpose of this meeting. And then after that, it will be questions and answers. And then there'll be a session for any other business for people who want to stay on and reason. So I'm hoping that we can get through this within maybe an hour, 15 minutes. Maybe sooner, depends how effective we are. So I think, shall we start? Let's start. Okay, so once again, welcome to this this meeting. I'm not used to hosting meetings, so bear with me. I'll do my best. Obviously, on this sad occasion, the family are here. Members of the family are here. JahBlue's son Earl is here. Also Makeda and also Maria. And I would say that, although we're going to introduce ourselves, later on, I think it's fitting just to introduce and welcome Earl and Maria and Makeda. So would you like to sort of just introduce yourselves one by one?
Yes, can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Okay, yes. So I am the Right Honourable JahBlue's firstborn child. And so, yes, first and foremost, I thank everybody for being here. and making this session. So I'm looking forward to, understanding where everybody sits in regards to as to the reason why we're here. So that's me. Maria?
Oh my gosh. I'm Maria, and I'm the second born. Me and Earl are literally a year apart. And again, I'm here to, just to see how things roll and how it works, and I'm really looking forward to meeting everybody here tonight and also in person. So yeah, that's me.
And hi, I'm Makeda. Or greetings, shall I say? I'm Makeda. I'm the third born. I think, what was it, 8 or 9 years between us, Maria and Earl? But anyway, thank you all for coming. And I second what my siblings say. And I look forward to hearing from you all. Thank you.
Thank you. So can I just say a few rules again, which is just to mute yourselves when you're not speaking. And when we do get to question and answers, just allow people to make their points before we enter in. If people go over their 2 minutes, I've asked my co-hosts to just give me a signal and just to let you know that you're reaching your 2 minutes, and so that we can move on to somebody else to introduce themselves. And yes, for those who have just arrived, some of the house rules are that we're encouraging people to put their questions in the chat where somebody will be monitoring them. We are going to go through the aim of the meeting and also updates, and then introductions, and then questions at the end. And so please do put your questions in the chat as you hear, or if you've got any queries, put them in the chat, because those will be the ones that we'll address first of all. Right, so the aim of the meeting. I think the aim of this gathering is to look at some of the practicalities of... Sorry, are you getting feedback at all? Okay. So it's to look at the practicalities of what we need to do to ensure that our Honourable Elder, who has served I and the Rastafari community for the whole of his life, to ensure that he receives a fitting send-off, and that we also begin to think about how we're going to preserve his legacy. And so within that, there are some practical things that we need to address, some immediate things that we need to address, and some longer term things that we need to address. And also to support the family, to find out, what kind of support the family may need during this time, and to rally around, as we do as Rastafari, to make sure that the family is looked after. And so I think at this point I'm gonna see if I can begin recording the meeting. And so if ones don't want if you don't want to be seen on the recording, then please turn off your camera. Because there are some people that have given their apologies. Sister Pauline, she's working at the moment, so she asked if I could please record the meeting. And so, can you do that for me, Chidi? So if you give me just 1 second, then I'll read what she said. Okay, is it record to the cloud? Record on this computer.
Recording in progress.
Okay, did you all hear that? Okay, so if you don't want to be seen, then please turn off your camera because we are now recording. So I think we start off with update. I think the best thing to start off with some updates. I'm not sure whether Earl, you want to do the update of what you've been doing, or whether you want me to, because I know that each one of us has been doing lots of different things, but they're like joined up. But I think maybe it would be good to hear from Earl first, if you don't mind.
Sure, no problem. So what my tasks have been recently have been to source an appropriate venue for the service, which will be given by an Orthodox minister. So location is obviously everything, and convenience. So we've managed to, what we're going to do is we're going to use a chapel in the cemetery. So basically we will have a wonderful service, literally yards from where we're going to lay my father to rest. So, 5-6 minutes walk. So we've managed to secure that today. So, we're very excited and pleased for that. And we do have a date for that, which is the 31st, Wednesday, the 31st of July, I believe. Is that Wednesday, the 31st? Yes, that's correct. So it gives us just a little bit of time. It's not too far out, so we can personalize the tributes for my father and get the detail right. So, that's not out there apart from in this forum, but we've managed to secure the location and think about the way we lay my father to rest moving from this point onwards. So I think that's it from my side. There are lots of little bits around it, but yes, today was a milestone in that respect. Thank you.
Thank you, Earl. Do you want to add anything, Maria or Makeda?
Well, I've been working alongside with yourself, Stella, in terms of the 9-night, pulling that together. So I'm so pleased that went out today. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that occasion as well. So yeah, and I'm sure you can kind of update with regards to that. So yeah.
Yep. So shall I add a bit more to that?
Please.
So yeah, we did look at various different places. We all looked at various different places, and the church in East London was very far, very, very far. Battersea was quite far as well. We liaised with others around and got advice and guidance around, the different churches. There was a church quite close by, but when we eventually spoke to the priest, what he suggested was that the chapels within the cemetery cater for all denominations. And so therefore, you could book the chapel and you could bring your own priest and your own minister, and you could have a service that you desire, and that would include, drummers on the outside, and, we could do some small sort of decoration and adjustments on the inside. I'm not sure whether there's a PA system there, but so we may have to bring, I think you can bring us possibly one of those speaker and thing, a microphone with speaker and.
Yes, you can. That's been validated. So yes, we can do those bits and
all right,
make it feel like home, so to speak.
Okay, yeah. So we can bring our own PA system, and that would be nice. And I guess the only other thing is that the chapel it's not a large space. It's not a massive space, and so there will be limited space inside the chapel. So it will be a squeeze. However, I and this is something that I haven't even spoken to the family about, but I'm also wondering whether sometimes large service is very overwhelming, and and would it be feasible for you to maybe invite the ones that you want to be at that service to make it really personal, and then invite others to come immediately after, because around the graveside you can have the bingy, you can have the drumming, and you can have all of those other things. We've also got to consider the weather, and we never know what to expect with the weather. I think at a squeeze, we may be able to get 100 people, maybe 100 people inside the chapel. And not everybody would want to come inside anyway, but it's just something that needs to be thought through. And I guess this meeting is to put all the ideas on the table, and then eventually the family will be able to make their choice as to what they think is best, and comfortable for them and suitable for their father. So that's the update on that. And then also for the nine-night will be next Tuesday the 2nd of July. Some of the information is circulating already, and again, I think Earl, you know more about that venue. Would you be able to elaborate a bit?
Sorry, it's my sister that's been there more often.
Oh, sorry, Maria.
Sorry, it's me. I'm a regular. Doesn't mean I'm a raver, but I'm always in there. Yes, I've been in there. It is quite a roomy venue. I spoke to Joe yesterday. He's the owner, and they hold lots of nights and receptions, so it's regularly hired. It has a cash bar, so people can buy their own drinks and what have you. And you can bring your caterers and all the bits and pieces that you want to bring there. They're very, very flexible. He actually said to me this week as well that they've just done up the garden. Don't know what that's like, but that's quite good for everybody who want to, be outside, and providing there's good weather, it would be all right for everyone to be outside. So, and also the location is about an 8-minute walk from Ladbroke Grove Station, and it's about a 5-minute walk from Latimer Road. So, it's quite central for everybody to get to. So, yeah.
Brilliant. And I think that for that venue as well, I think we're maybe looking to get in there for about maybe 3:45. And what we would like is that everything would be set up by 5 o'clock. And so that's the sound, the music system, the catering, the decorating of the place, the ambience, and all of that needs to be done by 5 p.m. And so between 3:30 and 5 is the setup. And so once we know who's committed to doing what, then, there'll be sort of time scheduled for ones. And the reason for that is because from 5 till 5:30, the family would want some reflection time, just some quiet reflection time, some prayers time, before the rest of JahBlue's colleagues, friends, and other people come. They would like some quiet time before the whole thing starts, because it's likely to be a bit overwhelming. And I think the venue holds, is it up to around about 300?
When I was in there the other week, there was about 250, so it can work.
Is that on the inside?
That's 200 in the inside, maybe and maybe 100 on the outside.
Okay. Yeah.
We've got a stage as well.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So set up, and then some quiet time for the family, and then between 5:30 and 6 for people with the caterers and everybody to be ready. So the family will be able to know that we're good to go, and that we're ready to receive guests and visitors, and so 6 p.m. the event will begin, and then it will finish at 10:30. Throughout the evening, we're looking at refreshments when people come on arrival. There will be music on arrival, and then by 6:45, we want the MC or the person who's going to be speaking to call to attention everybody to do a prayer and a blessing, to acknowledge the family, to identify any of the family representatives, and also for tributes to begin. And so music on arrival, people will be comfortable. There will be some light food refreshments. There'll be idle sip, and there'll be some other snacks to eat. And we're hoping, I'm smiling at Asha at the moment, but we're hoping that there will be some kind of juice bar, some kind of natural juices. And I'm quite happy to go to Spitalfields, buy all the fresh fruits and thing, and help you chop them up and prepare them and everything. So there'll be some natural juices, and some idle sip and some other like snacks. So there will be some food, but not a whole meal, and soft drinks. But there will be a bar, which will be a cash bar. So if you know anybody, let them know it's a cash bar. They won't be taking any like tap and pay or anything like that. So with call to attention and acknowledgements and tributes, and then at 7:30 for another half an hour there'll be some more music, and then we're hoping from 8 onwards there will be prayers and drumming until the end of the evening, and so that will be from 8 till around 10:30. Sorry, someone's whispering in my ear. What do you mean, gender? So in terms of updates, that's the update for the chapel and funeral site, and then that is the update for the venue on Tuesday. And then also within that, obviously, we need to organise things like the foods, transport, the drumming. We need some people to host, so that when people come in, they know exactly, they're welcomed in. Basically, we need people to consider about the decorating the hall. We need people to be there to set up, like physically set up, and we need people to be there to set down and tidy up and be out of the place, so that we don't lose our deposit and forfeit anything, and we've got a good relationship with the people there. So, and there's probably a lot of other things in there as well. Parking is limited in that area, and so I think, as Maria said, it's 5 minutes from what station was it?
From Latimer Road Station, and it's about a 8-minute walk from Ladbroke Grove.
Yeah, and we're finishing early enough for people to still be able to get that transport back home as well. So I think I think that's it for the updates. There are other things that I've missed out. I'm not sure if there's anything else I've missed out. Makeda, is there anything you could think of that I've missed out?
I was thinking I'm, setting the table.
Oh.
Yeah, so Maria, I think, sent me some photographs, but they're quite blurry because I was going to get everything put in a photo frame. And I've got a candle as well. But yeah, I really need a really good photo.
Okay. I think I might be able to, there's an app where I think you can put the photos in and it comes out in a high resolution.
Oh, right. Okay.
So maybe I'll look at the photos that we've got so far, see if I can just put them all through the app and see if they can come out.
Brilliant. That would be perfect.
That's
all the blurriness.
That's what do you call it? AI for you. Artificial intelligence. All right. So I think that's the updates for now. There might be more, but I think at this point we should go around and do the introductions. Introduction to yourself, your connection to JahBlue, and what you might be able to commit to in terms of ensuring that it's a beautiful evening on Tuesday, and in between that the family is supported, and that on the 31st of July, the day before Emancipation Day, that we we see JahBlue on his journey into the 1st of August. So who wants to start?
I could start, my beloved.
Yes, please.
Okay. My name's Rastamani. Vusamuzi Amani Naftali. My Orthodox name is Burhan Emmanuel. And I'm basically, there's no basic about it. I'm here to support the family. I'm also here to make sure that as best as I can, I use my brain and my knowledge and my intellect and my spirit to put in good suggestions to the family so that they get guided in the right way. I'm also here to make sure that the essence that was called JahBlue, that is called JahBlue, gets the fire send-off that I know that he would want. Whenever we do these things, sometimes angels forget that these are elemental people. They cannot be replaced. They are fire people. And if there's one thing that we should make sure that we do the music so that the people them enjoy themselves, it's always a collaboration between the music, the sound system, and then the fire drums and the Isis, right, the Sons of Thunder, right, of the Nyabingi drums, Rastafari drums, that then sends the one and sends that spirit forward and lifts up everyone in a beautiful iritical. So it's to make sure that the things are beautiful. I would suggest to my sister, because it looks like we have two things. We have the important thing, the very most important thing, which is the actual day of the interment, and to plot that through time by time, minute by minute, so that everybody's clear. And then you have the night, which is always slightly chaotic, because that's how nights are. They come with that energy, because people are letting off. And things like, for example, the brother might have a bar, but if he's going to try and control.
That's time. 2 minutes, sorry.
That's all right, beloved. That's all right.
Round up. Yeah.
Oh, but I'm just going to say, most people will bring their alcohol, bring their thing, and will go outside and drink their thing. Because black people haven't got money just to buy up the bar. They will bring their bottle as normally. They will sit outside, drink, and then they'll go back inside. And the same with the smoking. And that's how it's going to roll. And he's just going to have to know that. He ain't going to make no big profit off of I&I, right? We're there to celebrate an essence, and people can do their thing outside, right? Come in and then just like we're there to celebrate JahBlue. Blessings to you, Earl. It's good to see the guy's face and good to see the family, right? You are the legacy, just to make sure that you know that your genes and his genes are in you and he lives forever.
For real.
is the way it rolls. And I'll shut up now. Sorry.
I was enjoying that.
Who do you wanna nominate to pass on to somebody? Yeah, let's do it that way.
For me? Well,
Yeah.
I'll pass on to who's next, which is on the thing. It is you, my essence. Right on after that it's Earl. After that it's Bonga Dashi.
Okay. So I'm Sister Stella. I've known JahBlue since 2011, I think it is 2011, 2012, and that was through a connection with an exhibition, Rastafari, the Majesty of the Movement. I think Ras Cos might be on here, and Denija, and I think that's how I first met JahBlue, and then more notably during the march, the Reparation March. I think I was nominated in my absence. I was in Jamaica. When I came back, I was told by Ras Cos that I'm supporting JahBlue to organise a march. And so I said, okay. And so I kind of lent my hand there. And so JahBlue has become my, mentor. He always used to talk about his elder, and, he became my elder. And so that's my connection. And we spoke about so many different things and advice and guidance, and his vision was broad and wide. And so I was always happy to come to him for guidance, to take the encouragement from him. And so in terms of my commitment to this, I'm just... JahBlue set up Rastafari Movement UK, and now we're doing the RMUK well-being. And so my commitment is to ensure that the legacy continues, and that for now I can do anything practically to make this happen, and also make any financial contributions that we're able to make. And just spiritually just to keep praying and to keep balanced and try and offer any balance to anybody else. And I was just told that that's my time up. So I will hand over to Ras Cos.
Rastafari. Am I being heard all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, give thanks, Sister Stella, and greetings to everyone on this call. It's a pleasure in a way, although it's tinged with the sadness of JahBlue's transitioning, but it's a pleasure to be part of this well-organized approach to sending off this, as Rasamani mentioned, elemental founder Rastafari from Jamaica. But in terms of the development of Rastafari in this country, JahBlue is the name that comes up, one of the names. And through his book, most prominent as well, So, as you mentioned, Sister Stella, you and I had the opportunity when we invited him into the committee for the exhibition called Rastafari, the Majesty and the Movement, which was started around about 2011. About 2011, 2012. And I invited JahBlue into that exhibition committee to be the organic historian. That was his title, his remit, because of his deep knowledge from Jamaica and England in terms of the development of the Rastafari movement, So apart from that interaction during that period of the committee, I also had the pleasure of interviewing JahBlue in our studio. So I have a 2-volume CD of JahBlue speaking about the history of the movement in this country. So if anyone wants to hear that history, I will donate a copy of the CD to the family directly. But if anyone else wants to hear that history coming from the lion's mouth, so to speak, just link I through yourself, Sister Stella, or directly. In terms of my commitment, anything I can do, on the day itself, if it's help in the hall to be dressed, I'll just make myself available to assist in whichever way, right? But also I'm offering a financial assistance as well. So if I speak to you outside of this meeting, perhaps, and I can get the details to transfer that across, I trust that will assist the family in this tricky time, you know? So, yeah, my condolences to the family as well, you know? Rastafari, JahBlue.
And who would you like to pass the baton to?
I can't see from my device who is on the screen, but I heard Bongo Dashi name call, so pass the baton to the Elder Dashi, you know?
If that.
So.
I will still say, in the career, right?
Rastafari, brother.
Nice. Yeah, I'm Bangladeshi. But if I talk about...
You just muted yourself, beloved. You muted yourself.
Yeah.
You muted yourself.
Yeah, you're on mute, brother, man.
You're on mute. You're on mute.
Yeah, we got you.
You can hear me now?
Aye.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. Yes. We know Blue over 50 years from we're functioning to World Federation. I know Earl and Maria from them was youth. I don't know Makeda not much because she was very, very young, you see it. The thing about it now, I don't really want to talk about if possible, I don't really want to talk about me and Blue. I want to talk about some subject matter that was got in front of me, the updates and everything there. If I could.
Okay, so if you want to talk about the update, then that will be in the question and answers at the end. But now is your chance to have a 2-minute introduction and what you want to commit to this process. That the question.
Well, what I want to commit is some advice about what I've heard. I'm gonna commit the drumming. Any drumming you want, the Nigerian National Council will take care of the drumming. You do the drumming and give him, him full eyes with the drumming thing. So I've committed myself to that. But what I wanted to do was give them some advice about what I've heard, because I know Bangladesh is always saying a different thing, but I don't agree with everything I heard. So I'd like to give my opinion on what I've heard, and then you can take it from this. So can I do that?
Well, the rule is
all right.
The rule is that we're introducing ourselves, we're saying how we're connected to JahBlue, and we're offering a commitment to the process. Anything else will come under item number 6, which is any other business. Or if it's a question relating to some of the items that you've heard, then that will come under item number 5, which is question and answer.
All right.
And if you've got a burning thing that you want to put, then you can put that in the chat, and the things that are in the chat will be addressed first.
I'd like my question to be addressed now. This meeting anyway. Just got you anyway, because me know Blue long time. We work with the Federation from 70s April World Federation. We had him forward. Blue was the first person in England, in the UK, in Europe, whether from the West Indies or Africa, Ethiopian, Rastafarian. He was the first person to be baptized in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, St. Mary of Zion. And look how much church there is now in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Blue was the first person to be baptized. He was baptized by Abuna Athanasius. No, Abuna Mandefro, who was Abuna Yisak. Because they went to America, him, Brother Pinto, Sister G, Brother Pinto wife, and Brother Priest and Blue. They went to America to all presence with Abuna Theophilus, the head of Ethiopian Church, and him sent Abuna Abamandefro to administer them, because they was petitioning to get the church in Babylon. See it. And Blue was the first. He say he baptized him in America. He say he got baptized Blue first because he was the youngest. So Blue is the first person to get baptized in the church. And we work with him in a World Federation, being the house, and Blue is my history book. Blue is my history book. Sometimes do certain thing and them weird what happened this that date and it's no before and now we can't afford it. No his history book and there's a big gap in it. But I know we can't believe we can't reason it again, but I saw it.
Okay.
But I'm one love to everyone. So
Give thanks. Give thanks. All right. And who do you want to pass the baton to?
I don't know who's here. I can't. I'm not stupid. I can't really get. I don't know how to press what to press to see who's there.
Okay.
That's Gaddy. I can see everyone.
Okay, Raskadi.
I'm gonna try and see if I can see whoever's on this thing.
It's done. You just put everybody on gallery and everybody comes up.
Yes, I, Rastafari, I would like to come in.
Her Majesty.
Yes, my name is Peter Letta. I'm also baptized in the Orthodox Church, Mahitana Selassie. I'd like to, first of all, acknowledge Earl, Sister Maria, and Sister Makeda, immediate offspring of JahBlue. We haven't seen each other for many, many, many years. I worked with JahBlue, as Bonga Doshia said, going back to 1970. First of all, through UBIO, People's Democratic Movement, Ethiopian World Federation, Ethiopian Orthodox Church. I currently live in Canada. We have been living for the past almost 30 years. I'm currently in the UK. The two dates which was mentioned, which is the night and the funeral, unfortunately, I won't be present. Even though I'll be in the UK on the 2nd, I'm here for a family wedding, which is outside of London. So I'll be outside of London from the 2nd till the 4th of July. I would like to make a donation towards whatever is happening, and if the information as to how that donation can be made can be shared with me, I'd appreciate that. If there's anything I can do which doesn't require my presence, then I'm open for that. I was very pleased to see some of the tributes coming in recognition of JahBlue. As a matter of fact, we go back even before the 70s. As teenagers, even before we joined the Rastafari movement, our link was there. And I'll just give a very brief comment how I actually first made contact with the Rastafari movement here in the UK. And that was, we were actually looking for somewhere to go and rave. On a weekend, we'd meet at JahBlue's home. And Friday, Saturday night, we'd meet, and from his home, we'd leave to go and see where we're going to rave. And that particular evening, we left and we ended up in Labrador, and we ended up in a meeting which was led by Brother Pinto, Emmanuel Fox, people know of him. And that was our first contact with the Rastafari movement in the UK. And it was from there, if you like, our history within Rastafari began. So, yes, we've lost a great elder, we've lost a friend, we've lost a brethren. Well, I wouldn't say sometimes it's not loss,
right?
But it's a transition, is something that I have to accept as part of the livity.
Yeah.
But like I say, the essence, the presence is no longer there. So we have memories and we celebrate and we keep in memory in a different manner. So condolences to Earl, Maria, Makeda, condolences to brethren and sisterins, and I give thanks for the efforts which is going out to honor the brethren's life's work. Give thanks, Rastafari, Selassie.
Rastafari.
Imagine.
Is there somebody you would like to pass on the baton to?
I see Sister Gunette.
Sister Gunty.
Well, Bro Peter, if Sister Gwyneth is not ready yet, then I think I'll say a few words.
Yes, sir. Come forward.
Yeah, Rastafari. Listen now. Yeah, my name is Kwadjo Ogumbie. Those who know me from back in the day would know me as Ras Zebulon. First of all, I said condolences to Brother Earl, Sister Maria, and Sister Makeda. And I know that we are here with you in spirit and to strengthen you as you move through this time. My connection to JahBlue is also through Bra Pinto, with an organization that started in the 70s, the Organization of Rastafari Unity. So I knew Blue from before that, just from seeing him around, because I grew up around Acton and Shepherd's Bush. So as a youth, I went to Simba, Priory, and those places. So from the 70s, I was a younger person to Blue, and as many have said, he was one of those people who you could go to for advice, information, direction. So along with Bro Peter, so we have to yell at Bro Peter as well, you know. Yeah, so I would make a financial contribution. I see the GoFundMe link is down, so I should put something in there. Otherwise, I will be attending the 9 night, but unfortunately I won't be at the internment as I am out of the country at that time. So just to say more love to each and everyone, and this is a very good forum that you have set up to make sure that JahBlue gets the fitting send off that he deserves. Rastafari.
Give thanks, Quadro. Is there somebody you want to pass on the baton to?
But if Gwyneth is ready, is she around?
Yeah.
Gwyneth has disappeared. So
she's here, I think.
Oh, wait. Yes, Gwyneth. All right, Sister Gwyneth.
Give thanks, Rastafari. Blessings to the house, blessings to the family, condolences as well. JahBlue is an elder to I met him through organization, Ethiopian World Federation, and that's where I worked with him and joined in the organization with him. So I give thanks for his knowledge, his teachings, and his legacy, really. A great elder in the community. He will be sadly missed. Give thanks.
Yeah, well, Jayut, I know JahBlue from, we're coming from the 60s. You know, JahBlue is one of the youth then were really, at the time, capture we off of the street and bring in a Rastafari. And from bringing a Rastafari till then time, I was still in the Rastafarian vibrations. You know, JahBlue and with his teacher, because JahBlue and myself, Peter, we all have the same teacher, which is Pinto. You know, Pinto is the one that bring me under the whole Rastafarian concept. And Blue was also instrumental in that, because Blue was one of the strongest points of Blue. Blue was one of the man who really articulate Rasta doctrine, both in Reading University, London School of Economics, and all them places. We was also the public speaker at that time for Rastafarian in terms of Birmingham, Luton, Reading, and spreading the gospel of Rastafari. And that is my connection with Blue still. And my connection with Blue go right up till his final thing still, you know. But, you know, at the same time, still, I want to make the man them know, say still, you know, and this is a thing where I talk about from my 15. I know I'm in my 70s, and we still not really deal with it. We need to put our money aside for elders then. We need to put our money aside for all, you know, because every time Rasta deal, we have a problem with whether to have an Orthodox church, whether to have a Bingi church, We need to start out these things so the family, we can support the family in one unit and a strength. You understand? We can't allow our elders them to pass in a certain way where the man them don't get no proper care and them kind of thing there. You know, I love my brethren still, and I love the item for the item support. And I give thanks to see how the family them rally around and get the things together. I give thanks to the family them. And may the Almighty God, Jah Rastafari, bless the item and keep the item. May the Almighty also drive away transgression and make this transition go on smooth and possible. So we ask the Almighty to give thanks and praise unto the item and send the angels of light to come amongst the family and keep them strong. So last year I bless the item and keep the item. Give thanks, Rastafari.
Rastafari, give thanks.
Perfect.
And would you like to pass on the baton to somebody on the group?
No, well, a man who just free for reason, and I just allow a man for reason go with himself and just come forward still, you know.
Okay, does somebody want to come next then? That's Asha.
Yeah, I don't mind coming forward. Unfortunately, where I can't use the video, so my apologies.
Should I allow the person who is currently on the floor to go, or should I continue, Sister Stella?
Continue.
Yeah, it does matter. I mean, is that Russ that Sister Stella nominated? Yeah, you can go forward if that's all right.
Yeah.
Can everyone hear me clearly?
All right.
So first I want to greet Sister Stella at the house, and secondly I want to greet Maria Adams and Earl and Makeda and the rest of the Rastafari family. And then I want to sort of set out how I come in contact and get to know JahBlue. So I've sort of known JahBlue round about 2012, round about there. When I said no JahBlue, see him as an elder, me and him take straight away. And further get to know JahBlue for real when we just in 2019 after the COVID lockdown, when we was operating out of Balaclove in Peckham at the food distribution center, both me and Sister Stella and other Rasses. And JahBlue is, I call him the unconquerable, you know? Once you know JahBlue, you can't unknow him, you know? So I just know that he become one of our ancestors now, and my contribution that I would like to make, as Sister Stella already sort of hint, I would like to be the person who will provide nutrition and refreshment at the wake and also at the interment, and to see that JahBlue, get one of the most dignified rite of passage that anyone else ever deserve, and I think that is JahBlue. Uphold his dignity and preserve his legacy, both with I and I as RNUK and the family. And if I just could say one thing, I need for Rastafari to understand, when there is a forum set up for a specific thing, I would like for brethren to maintain and stay within that format. Nothing that you hear should be in this forum. This is what we're dealing with, is the planning and the update of what is going to happen for JahBlue send off, and that's how it's supposed to stay. Rastafari.
Give thanks. Give thanks. Raskerma and then Rascaddy, because I believe that Rascaddy's had his hand up as well. So if we can go Raskerma, then Rascaddy.
Rastafari, greetings everyone. As Sister Stella said, I'm Raskerma. Apologies again, I can't use my camera because of my location. First of all, give thanks to the Most High, Rastafari, and Empress Menenai for allowing us to gather here. It's a solemn occasion, but as Sister Stella mentioned, the joy will come. So condolences to Brother Earl, Sister Makeda, Sister Maria. I'm familiar with the twins as well, so I suppose by extension, condolences to them. And all those close relatives that perhaps we don't mention. Yes, my name is Garmazian. I first encountered Ras Gabriel Wold at Fairfield House in 2014. I think he and Sister Stella were on a mission to empower the community after the 2014 march. And I listened to his speech that he gave at Fairfield House, and it was like magnet. I was very much influenced by his delivery, his oratory skills, and I made contact, and I've worked alongside Sister Stella and Ras Gabriel Wold with the RMUK. My only sojourn to date to Ethiopia was under the auspices of RMUK with Ras Gabriel Wold and Sister Stella. And it was a blessing. To this day, the legacy of Ras Gabriel Wold, it's a pillar in the society, and whatever I'm inspired to do by the Most High to endorse that legacy, and I will do. With regards to the immediate proceedings, if there is a sound system or something like that there, I wouldn't mind playing some tunes to salute Ras Gabriel Wold. Also a financial contribution I would make to the GoFundMe. So I think my 2 minutes might be up. So yeah, give thanks for the gathering, solemn occasion, but the joy will come through the legacy of Ras Gabriel Wold. Thank you.
Give thanks. Rascaddy.
Rastafari, greetings. Can you hear me, Stella? Love Rastafari. Greetings to all gathered. I know Honorable Elder Ras Gabriel JahBlue. He's a giant in the movement in the UK, obviously, as a previous elder already said. He was instrumental in bringing the Ethiopian Orthodox Church to United England. So, and we're familiar with JahBlue from Simba days, and then in the 90s, Rasta International, Rasta House, Ethiopian World Federation. Was always, as was previously said, a great orator, a great speaker, broad and wide vocabulary, very, very educated Rastafari. One of the first educated Rastafari we know within the Rastafari movement, and able to articulate his wise mind, knowledge, and understanding, years of experience. And was also honored to be invited to the very first RMUK reparation meeting in Shepherd's Bush, January 2014. There said, there must come, there must be part of this thing, you must come forward and bring who you can bring. So we are in the depths of our brethren, Shepherd's Bush, Adelaide Road, Rudy in his culture store,
that's not even in Shepherd Bush anymore. So that was one of the first call when the elder called and I took forward youth. We need the involvement. So we give thanks that the elder see fitting to include I in the movement's progress, the first birth of this great, great organization. And even after that 1999 human rights case, Pastor Brown, he was very, very supportive and very, very encouraging and was saying, go on, you, pursue the thing, stand up for your right, nothing wrong. So from all of the time that we know JahBlue, always very helpful, always very approachable, loving and kind and considerate. So also let me extend condolences to the children. Earl, Maria Makeda, I've never met you or heard about you. We offer you strength and extend our condolences to keep strong. Your father's a great, great man in I history, in I nation. And the works of JahBlue will live on. His name will always be mentioned within Rastafari, in our UK, worldwide, global, Jamaica, Africa, Ghana, Ethiopia. He's a giant and he will remain at the vanguard, a real luminary, a real polymer in our Rastafari progress and nation in our UK and Jamaica, Ethiopia, Ghana. So we say more life, more life. Your words, your works will live on, JahBlue, through I when no of the I. And give thanks for all the support and love to everyone and love to the family. And anything that we can do, Stella, you just make me know. On the second, I'll be well, we'll try to get there early in a good time and give us strength to everything. And within financial, we'll try and do what we can do. So rise up, JahBlue, and the memory of JahBlue will always be with I. The younger youth, them around them, elder there, will always encourage you and support you and always willing to. You can ask JahBlue anything about anything with any era of the Rastafari culture. The man was well articulate. So maximum respect is due. The JahBlue, Raskaba world. We do give thanks. Rastafari, give thanks.
Give thanks, Rastafari.
Eileen.
Who wants to go next?
Greetings to the host. Can I go next?
Sure.
My name is Amjizian. That wasn't my name at birth. That is my baptismal name. Many may know me as Larry Thompson. I met JahBlue in 1966 when we were teenagers together, young boys together, you could say, and we've separated ways for a couple of years, and we met again in 1969 at the Core Hall, where there was a meeting, as Rapita just said, and the meeting was a UBAO meeting, and we were dynamic as youth in that organization. That organization went on to rename itself People Democratic Movement. The People Democratic Movement sent a delegation to America. It was being narrated by Bangladeshi. And from America to Jamaica, where JahBlue and Bear Fox was the first two baptized members of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. And they brought back the liturgy from Jamaica, given to them by Abba Mandefra at the time. And we began to study the liturgy and even have church service at 356 Portobello Road. We came through a lot as young men and we knew each other very well. It was largely through JahBlue that I am now residing in Ghana. I'm living in Ghana now for the past 23 years. Fortunately, I was on a mission and it brought me here. I came here last Friday, and Monday I heard that my good Adrian passed away. Anyway, we go back years. Earl remember me very well, and I think Maria should also. I'm not so sure Makeda, because Makeda was very young when we separated ways in a little way. But I know Earl very well, and Maria, and even the twins, because the twins and I and JahBlue, we met up in Ghana as well, before they came here to England. So our lives together, our working together was adventurous in a lot of areas, pleasing and pleasureful in a lot of areas. We met up in Jamaica as well, and we had a wonderful time in Jamaica. And like I said, JahBlue and myself, we come from the same area in Jamaica, which is Tower Hill. And as young men, as young boys, we knew each other, but not very well. Not until we came to England that we kind of reconnected again. So you could say that we've almost known each other all our lives. And he's always been a lively, vibrant, articulate, like my brother just said, and knowledgeable person concerning Rasta. And as an elder, as myself, we salute him for, number one, being the first baptized member of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church that from our peer group. Also, we worked together in bringing the Ethiopian World Federation here, which was very successful, and the first branch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. I myself had the privilege as a young Rasta dreadlocks to serve on the altar of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. It has never happened before, and I don't think it will ever happen again. So my great condolences to Earl and to Maria. Makeda, I knew you when you were a little girl, but I don't think you remember me very well as much as Earl and Maria. But like I said, my condolences to you all, and I hope that you get through this without much sorrows. Unfortunately, I will try and make it for the night on Tuesday, but unfortunately, I won't be in the country for the burial. So I hope to see you at the night, and we can have some good reminiscence about old time. One love, and keep up the spirit. Rastafari.
Rastafari. Joyful. We've got a few people that haven't spoken yet, and I don't know who wants to speak next. We've got there's somebody called iPad 2. There's no name. He's wearing a black t-shirt and he's got a cap on, glasses.
I can go next, sister, if you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Blessing everybody. I'm sorry I don't have voice today. I want to give my condolences to the family first. I'm Hilde. I met JahBlue in 2016 through Sister Stella. I was doing a research about Rastafari in England. And one thing that stayed in my heart, and I will always remember about JahBlue, is that during our reasoning, I'm Italian. So now all Rastafari, when I approach them, see me in a positive light. Although, of course, I'm anti-fascist for sure. But, people don't know you. Everybody can think whatever. But what I will always remember about your dad is the fact that during our reasoning, he started to call me daughter. And he gave me his welcome within the Rastafari family that not everybody did. I mean, everybody has been great and friendly and welcome, but no one else called me daughter. And I met JahBlue in other occasions where he always called me daughter. And I'm glad and honored that before he passed away, he asked Sister Stella to ask me to be the director under, of course, her supervision of the Rastafari Movement UK Full and Wellbeing. I feel like crying because I'm very honored about that. And I will feel always his daughter. As such, now for the night, unfortunately, I will be working until 2:30, but I can come straight away after work and help for the setup wherever is needed. I'm more than happy to do. This is the minimum I can do for all the love they expressed to me.
Give thanks, Hildy.
Bless and love to everybody.
All right.
Chaplainess, would you like to go next?
Yes, give thanks, greetings. In the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I and Empress Menen, my condolences to the family, his children. It's lovely to see their beautiful faces, because through their faces you can see JahBlue so clearly, so he's eternal and lives forever. And I also wanted to thank Sister Stella, whose loyal promotion of JahBlue's legacy has been going on for years, and the relationship between an elder and their personal assistant is very real, and she's done an amazing and excellent job, and I'm also thankful that she's organized this. It's wonderful to hear all these testimonies. I am EWF and NNC, and I arrived to Rasta House, I think I was almost 30 years old. I wasn't a Rasta, although I had dreadlocks. And for me to go in there and see JahBlue and Ross Seymour, who were the leaders, I was just overwhelmed, and I knew that this is what I wanted to be. They were very inspiring. JahBlue always made me feel comfortable, always made me feel welcomed. I used to sit in his office all the time. We didn't speak much because my kingman at the time was his secretary for 15 years, Ross Canby. So I always felt safe. And I would just like to offer my support in any way in terms of prayers or reading psalms for the funeral. And I'm happy to volunteer with setting up. And my best talent, thanks to being here, are my fire feet. So I'm happy to lend my feet to the services so we can pick up the energy. And also, JahBlue, like, I live more in the spiritual world than I do in the physical world. And what JahBlue's I'm feeling and sensing, because of his amazing intelligence and his huge vision and his achievement and success, he's trying to tell us that we need to aim bigger. Like Sister Stella set up a main company, but we really need to push the message like he did and use him as our inspiration. So in his name, I hope that we can keep the fire burning stronger. So yeah, that's really it. And I also would like to say what JahBlue said about providing provision for the elders. Yeah, we do need to organize that. We did look at a place in Bath, an old folks home. So maybe in the name of JahBlue, we can start thinking about that with the well-being to look after our elderly, the elders, being protected. All right, blessed love. And I look forward to hearing more about JahBlue's amazing legacy from all of the eyes. Rastafari.
Give thanks.
Rastafari.
Okay, so I came off the gallery, so I can't see everybody at the moment. Rastolai, I think Rastolai's here. I think we've got maybe 6 more people, so I think once you just come forward now. Rastafari.
You can hear right, Sister Stella?
Yes, clearly, yeah.
Yeah, Rast Bumpy. You can hear right?
Neil Rast Bumpy, got through fireman.
Give thanks, Rastafari, Haile Amani. Greetings, Andy. I'm Zion. Greetings.
Greetings, my brother. Respect.
Yes, I hail all ones and ones on the platform. Give thanks and praise. Well, the item now say that we have a work to perform in terms of Gabriel Wold, laying him to rest in the full ceremony of the Rastafari liberty. So, as in terms of testimony, how I'm looking at it is to leave the most gracious testimony until that time there with eyes. Because there's many things I could say about Gabriel Wold JahBlue. We know he's a bastion. What I've learned from him, I don't learn from no man. Amdi is the same. I learned certain things from Amdi as well that I don't learn from no one. So, we know so we've lost a serious agent. At the same time, one used the phrase, rest in peace. I use the phrase, rise in glory. You see me? Because the works is never done. Even when we step off of this plane, the works is never done. You see me? I don't deal with death. I deal with rising. You see me? Because the spirit will rise up out the flesh. And it's the flesh that we will bury. And the spirit will continue. So all ones and ones for know that. Them I wire. You see? So what I'm saying to ones and ones now is, God, my time is short still, that we need to say how we're going to go forward with Lane, JahBlue, Rastafari Wold, and what we're going to do at the ceremony and so on and so forth. Like I said, I will save my gracious testimony till them time there. Because there's too much words that we can heap on Gabriel Wold. It'll be a big loss to I and I that we don't have him. We don't have his history, but we have the book. It was a most gracious thing for Elder Gabriel to write that book. It has so much history, so much knowledge, and that I and I must use for go forward. There I am saying. So yes, it is a great loss to I and I. Still, Elder Gabriel Wold, it's time for him to be amongst I and I now. So as we're talking, him there amongst I and I right now. There I am saying. So me showing I the ones and ones. Death is never a finality. It is a transition. That's why you see little children say they see ghosts. Or you can get ghosts if the spirit don't rise. You hear them saying? So that's what me depend. Yeah. JahBlue still them amongst I and I. It's for I and I to give him that grace, the community, the world community, to give him that grace. You hear them saying? So give thanks and praise. Yeah. All right.
Give thanks. So we just have, I think there's four more people, and as we say, we were doing our introduction to us, to the rest of the group, and our connection to JahBlue, and our commitment to ensuring what we can commit now, practically, spiritually, physically, in any way, to ensuring that the transition is fitting for him, both on the 2nd and also on the 31st, 2nd of July and 31st of July. We have four more ones that haven't spoken, and you know who you are, and so I'm not going to ask anybody to pass any baton. We've got 4, and we've got a limited amount of time, and we've allowed everybody 2 minutes each. So whoever wants to step forward, please do so.
Yes, greetings, give thanks and praises.
Rastafari.
To His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Greetings to each and every one. Greetings to young Earl, Maria, Makita. My condolences, my deepest condolences to the eyes in respect of the falling asleep of your dearly beloved father. And I'm going to start off by saying, without a vision, the people perish. That is what I remember as Gabriel Wold's signature tune, like to say that. You know, I met Gabriel Wold in the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated Local 3 at St. Agnes Place, and also became involved with him as part of the leadership team for the Rastafari Movement UK in the planning of the Reparations March 2014. And that was a very, very great achievement amongst other things. In terms of my support, I didn't catch the date of the Iterbit, when that date was. I'll try and be at the 9-night. But what I would like to offer is, ones who don't know, I'm very involved with the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, the first church that was sent to the UK
in 1974. I'm an administrator on the church. So anything that you need to do, I'd already passed on information to Sister Stella for the priest, in charge of the church. I will probably have a conversation with him later, and I will see him tomorrow because he will talk to me about this. So, anything that the eyes wish to know, then you can always get in touch with me through Sister Stella, or, she'll give you my number. I have had the occasions to meet you before when JahBlue returned to the UK, where everyone's grown. So, I can see the resemblance of your father, but it's been a pleasure to meet him. I give thanks, to have met JahBlue. And all I can say now is that may his soul rest in peace in the bosom of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We know that the Spirit lives on. And I give thanks and Isaac, that JahBlue was one of the first baptized member in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, and, coming from that, lots of others baptized, in that faith. And I said, when I first baptized, I just want to say this and then I'll finish. When I first baptized, lots of ones would question, and they would, say, well, why did you do that? Some people even try to deter you from it. But what I can say is that we have to usher in the teachings of His Imperial Majesty. And he did. And I'm telling you now, for everyone on this platform, if it is not good for anything else, it is good for your funeral. It helps us to seek salvation. And I know your father would want to be churched in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. So I'm here, and I'd really love to be any support I can give towards that element of it. That's where I would come in, and any other thing that I can do, a small financial contribution would all come forward. I am preparing to travel next week, so I'm not sure if I will get to the 9-night, but I'll try to do that. So, I give thanks and Isaac, blessings and love to each and everyone on the platform, and love the way that it's been organized. Sister Stella, keep up the good works. His Majesty. Amen.
Bye. Thanks. So we have iPad 2, Negus Talai, and on the screen the person's name is Rasta.
And Diana.
Yeah, greetings. This is Rasta. But it's I Derwin still, AK Bakra. What if I name? Yeah, man, blessed to each and everyone on the platform, And I want to say condolence to the family of JahBlue. I didn't know him for a long time as such. Hear about him from Agnes Place and from the era there. But I met him during the recent pandemic along with Sister Stella. I was one of the drivers used to go around and deliver food to the vulnerables and stuff like that, So, man, I want to say, man, condolence to the family, man, we can see JahBlue, even though in a few days, you meet him, he's a very powerful man, full of strength and always, have that vibes around him, you could feel it and you could see it still, So, I just that me have to say still, and regarding the contribution for this coming Tuesday, second 9-night, I was asked earlier about cooking some soup, so I will try my best to get them. It's ital soup as well, cause I'm a Rast myself, grow some Rasta back a yard, so I learned to cook on them time there. So I will try my best to make it a bit nice and for everyone can enjoy. So that's why my little doings toward JahBlue and the 9-night thing. So, man, love and blessing continuous to all the families and friends and, everyone on the platform. God bless.
Give thanks, Bakra.
Don't lie, Jabani, step up, beloveds. Step up. Unmute your mic, beloved. Yeah, got through. Fire on.
Blessed.
Unmute your mic.
All right, I think you're unmuted now. We've unmuted you.
Blessed. Greetings.
Rastafari.
I am Jaboni, the Rastafari International Ambassador. I have known JahBlue for quite some time, very, very long time. I am a student of Centre Fox out of Bakawal. The things them that I would like to say, I'm refraining from saying them now because I have seen it as a lost opportunity for me and Blue. I and Blue meet at a Bingy, I think some 2 years ago. And I and Blue have a lot of interaction. And it was my dream and hopes for me and Blue to sit down and hear out certain things so ones and ones today could have a better understanding of Rastafari. I am a revolutionary vanguard as such. I'm not a church, a Bible. I didn't come in Rasta from any of that angle. Mahatma Plana is my father, but I came in Rasta from a different angle. So, condolence to JahBlue loved ones and children, and Sister Stella, respect for the work that you have been carrying out, and Sister Willett, I was just sitting here listening, taking notes, and actually I'm also recording the proceeding. I don't know what am I going to do with it. I don't know if Ones and One would want this to be published on my platform, because regardless of what my feeling is, it doesn't count. What counts is the transparency of who Blue is to the wider community. So that's what I'm sitting here listening to and enjoying. Rastafari love for everyone. Blessed.
Rastafari.
Give thanks.
Yeah. Rastafari Adonai. Jah bless. Put a fire on political press. One more stress on the foreign press. Lighter for the cross-dresser and them Rasta transgressor. One station with them information. Jabone the badass station. Creation station. You can't stop it, nor slap it, nor clap it. Jah.